Hello to those who are do-it-yourself mechanic workers that chose to work on their own cars. This is my first video, and this is an SC430 2003, but I'm sure the 2002s, the 5s and 6 are pretty much the same. I've noticed that there wasn't a lot of videos of how to work on this model car. So Lexuses are all pretty much similar, give or take. However, you're at your own risk. I've worked on this Lexus myself, and I've done pretty much most of the work, because if you send a Lexus to a dealer, it's sort of like owning a Mercedes. It's going to cost you. So what I'm going to attempt to do is just give you a brief synopsis of how to perhaps take off the alternator, the power steering unit. Very easy. So let's start this way. First, we're going to lift up the engine here, and I already took off the serpentine belt, and I took off some of the filter here. The filter's gone. Make this area clear so that you can easily take off the serpentine belt. Once the serpentine belt is taken off, this is your tensioner. Of course, you know that. I guess this is your fan belt idler. This right here, the light is shining. This wheel here is your power steering pump. Now, what you want to do with the power steering pump is very easy. Once you take off the fan belt, this is easy to come off. You don't need any tools to do it. It pretty much comes out, and that's it. Once you unplug, once you unscrew it with the bolt, that's it. You don't need any pulley tools to pull this apart, and it's off. Now, you have to take this off, because if you look here, you have your alternator. That's your alternator right here. So watch this. On this pump here, you're going to have some bolts. You're going to have a bolt here. Okay? And once you got a bolt there, then you're going to have two more bolts to the side underneath, which I'm going to show you. And it just comes out. You'll have to disconnect this, take off your your power steering unit reservoir, disconnect the hoses. All right? And then it will all come out like this. That's simple. And once you pull it out, these two holes here, plugs, holes, is where you have to unscrew it. And this here is where your hoses are connected. Okay? And this will be your unit. It's very easy to come out and very easy to come in. You do not have to take out the alternator once again. Now, having said that, let's look at the alternator. Just bear with me, because I am trying to. Okay, that's your alternator. Your alternator has, I believe, two screws. You got this screw here, 1, 2, and the alternator is very easy to come out too. All right, they're all independent. Now, what I'm going to do is, of course, if you're going to take off your alternator, you got to disconnect the battery terminal, and always disconnect your battery. Remember, disconnect that, because if you don't disconnect the battery, you may be in for a shock. And at the back of this is another electrical cord that attaches to the back of the alternator itself. So you have the alternator and you have the power steering unit that you don't have to take out neither one of them before you take out the other. They're all independent and easily to be subtracted. So let me put this on pause, and I'm going to show you what it looks like underneath. So once again, remove the belt, remove all this area here, which is your air filter, remove your reservoir, drain all the fluid, keep something underneath so that fluid does not go on your garage floor to ground. And underneath is is where I have a drop pan. And this is pretty much one of the best you can get. It's a hot water basin, a hot water tank basin. It's large enough so it collects all kinds of debris.